Blessings crew, welcome to this week's offering. Monty's going to bed. So, no, I'm going to bed. And slightly different camera angle this week, team. So just kind of playing a little bit with the space that I am inhabiting. This week, I had some feedback from last week, nice and slow but strong, in a good way. But again, if you've got requests or things that you're missing doing, or you're thinking, oh, I haven't done that for a while, pop me through a message. Definitely kind of looking after our body, looking after how you're feeling, what's going on for you at the moment. I'm just in grounding work today, just to kind of bring us into that space and make sure that we're feeling centered. A little bit about what that is in a yoga sense as well. So we're going to start kind of open cross-legged or legs out in front, whatever is more comfortable. If you have trouble sitting, prop something under your bum, okay, so that your hips lift up a little bit. That can help a lot. And we're going to start with just that feeling of gathering. A few of you liked that idea of gathering in your energies. Okay, so if it's busy and you're scattered and you've kind of landed on your mat and you're like, oh my God, I just need to come in and be centered. Now's the time to do that. And so think of that as just bringing that in around you. And so think of the space around you and kind of gathering yourself back from wherever you've put energy. Sometimes we need to do that because we don't realize how scattered we've become. So we get on the yoga mat and suddenly our mind's like, I'm going to go here and here and here and here. And so we kind of bring it in to start with. And when we think about the center of our bodies, so we think from our crown of our head down, we're bringing it into that center line and we're coming into the center as we do that. So we're coming from the mind down through the body. So we're feeling that connectedness, because sometimes we can feel like we've also become mind, body, spirit, like over here, which that can't happen. We exist here. Speaking of scattered energies. Yeah. Shake. Sometimes got to shake it off, eh? Like, I'm going to shake that off. I'm just, Monty's good at that. Aren't you? Yeah. You're good at shaking it off. And, dogs are a good teacher, actually, any animal really, of being in the moment. Of what am I doing now, and what about now, and what feels good, and I'm going to taste my foot while I'm there and scratch my ear and those things. So bring that energy in and think, this moment, you're in your yoga space. We're going to find our breathing. So we're going to sink into our breath and come into that center, and we're just going to soften our gaze, close your eyes, or find something beautiful in your surroundings that you want to look at. And soften into the breath. And as you do that, feel that connection to the breath in, bringing energy into the body, and breath out, letting go of what we don't want to carry with us into our practice. So a few breaths like that, just kind of bringing in fresh energy, breathing out what we don't feel like we need to be connected to at the moment. And what can help if you're a really busy brained person is this beautiful thing in yoga called a sankalpa, a resolve, a thing we're working with. Those of you that have done my classes will know that I use a Ram Dass sankalpa sometimes called I am loving awareness. He uses it as a mantra. And I love it as a sankalpa because it is this concept that we are becoming loving awareness. So we can breathe in I am loving awareness, but then we're breathing it out into the world as well. So we're coming into the vibration of I am loving awareness. You can use anything that you're working with at the moment, but or you can borrow that one. And so we're breathing in this beautiful kind of intentionality. There's a beautiful resolve. And then we're breathing it out. We're coming into the flow of it. And so we're going to blink our eyes open and we're going to inhale and we're going to really bring that yoga space into our awareness. And then we're going to turn outwards and we're going to touch down to the earth. We're going to connect into the land where we are. We're going to come up, we're going to inhale up. And we're going to touch down into the stories of the land that we're on. I'm going to inhale up and think about the stories that brought us to where we are, and bring that down, touch down to the earth where we are. And inhale up, think about that yoga and its journey to you, and bring that down to the heart space, connecting into the stories of yoga practice. It's a long way from home, and it comes from India, from some of the Hindu traditions. We've done all sorts of things to it in the West. Okay, just honouring that, honour that yoga. And the idea that yoga is to yoke, it's to bring that mind, body, spirit, and bring it all in to centre us. So that is the very literal translation. There's a whole lot of subtleties to it as well. To yoke, to bring us into alignment with ourselves, with our soul, and then with the divine. So however you see that, whether it's the great cosmic soup, or Mother Earth, or it's got a name, it might have traditions that you come from, bring all that with you. And if your mind is going, where's the yoga, where's the yoga, where's the yoga? There's my mind going, where's the yoga? This is the yoga. Breathe. If you've got a sankalpa, we're going to inhale, we're going to bring that up. We're going to bring it down into the body, then we're going to breathe it out. We're going to inhale. I am loving awareness. I love that. I'm going to exhale that out into the world. One more. And bring that down. And we take our right hand down and our left arm up. I'm going to reach into that space. We're going to open up the sides of the body. I'm going to inhale up. I'm going to reach, open up that side of the body. Long, deep breath. The whole right side of the body really extending. I'm going to inhale up. I'm going to take that right hand back behind us, fingers pointing away, lift up through the chest, open up through that right shoulder, lift, take the gaze up to the thumb if we've got room. Change sides, slow, lift. Bring that down, gather up that energy again, bring it up, bring it down to the heart, and as we do, I'm going to put our right foot in front and bring this left leg around, foot out to the side, and just lift up. So some of you might be a bit side saddle, that's okay. You're going to come forward. So you're going to lift up, bring the arms up, reach it up, feel that sense of connectedness, and then come down slowly. Try and keep your butt on the floor. Hi, beautiful. And stretch it down. Long, deep breath. And we're going to come around to that right knee, and maybe even further around. See how you're feeling. Walking it away, and I'll walk off camera. And sink down and feel that left side of the body getting that beautiful stretch. Walk it in. Change the legs around. So bring these legs around the other way. Again, one side might feel a little different to the other. Quite normal. We're trying to even up, but it might take a while. I'm going to inhale, come up. And I'm going to exhale, walk it forward, sink it down. walking it up and then walking it around to that left knee or beyond. Kind of wait till you find enough of a stretch. Think about that concept of enough. What is it for your body today? What is it in each movement? Wandering up, wandering in. Bring these feet into Baddha Konasana, so soles of the feet together. Knees drop out to the side. Lift up along the spine. And then we're coming forward, so we're just bringing our body around. Again, long spine team, so we don't want to curl over. We want to feel that length in the spine. Find your breath. Then lifting up, and we're going to open these legs right out, so as wide as we can take it. This is again, we're propping underneath. Your hips might help, especially hamstring curl if you're really tight in these ones. Give yourself that kind of support. And we're going to start with some little circles of the upper body around that pelvis. So we're just starting small. Even if you know you can take your belly to the floor, just go slow. As we do that, notice those movements around onto the sit bones, around in the pelvic floor. If you're wandering off, come back gently to that sense of the center line of the body, gathering ourselves in, change direction, go round the other way. And noticing just your breathing, how you're feeling. This can be quite hard for some people, these circles. There's a lot going on in the inner thighs and the hamstrings. So as we come back to center, give your legs a little shake. We're going to come up along the spine, so we're really lifting up. And we're feeling the chest lift, and we're opening kind of up. We're going to inhale, come up. And we're going to exhale over to the right. So we're just going slowly over and reach. Turn and look under that arm. Breathe into it. Lift it up, change it over slowly. So turning and looking up, feeling the breath, moving the spaces between the ribs. Lift it up, come up slow. Give those legs a shake. We're going to take our hands and we're going to reach out in front. We're going to roll our shoulders down. And you're going to lean back. Okay, so feel the belly kick in, feel the brakes going. You're going to feel your feet like, woo. Just feel that sense of the belly connecting up. And then when we next exhale, reach forward. Inhale, come up. Exhale, rock back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, rock forward. Don't worry if there's not too much movement forward, team. Just work with what your body's able to do. Inhale up. Exhale, reach. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Okay, let's turn that into a circle. We're going to inhale. Exhale back. Then start to inhale. Like we're stirring a big pot. Exhale as we come around and back. Inhale as we start to come forward. Exhale, lean it back. Really feel the movement in your body. One more. In this direction. Then the fun parts. Lean it back on that exhale. Inhale, start to come round. Really focus into that breath. We need that sankalpa to keep our mind focused. Breathing it in, breathing it out into the world. One more circle. Inhale, bring those arms up. Exhale, bring it down through the center line. Gather that energy in and then forward we go. So we want to really feel like we're able to roll around the hips, team. So this is that lift up and around rather than just thinking of it as a reach forward, because all you do is hunch. And then you're keeping our spine nice and straight. You might be a couple of millimeters forward. You might be close to getting your tummy on the floor, anywhere between. Just roll those shoulders down, find the enough point. Give your dog a snuggle on the way. And breathe into it. Just, again, find that enough point. Drop the shoulders, tuck the chin in. Wander it in, so bring these hands in, bring these legs in. Okay, they've been out there for a while, so just go slow back into Baddha Konasana. Hold on to those feet, lift up, and just coming forward into that stretch. Nice, long, slow, deep breath. 20-minute crew. This is kind of your 20-minute mark at the moment. I'm going to also do a half-hour kind of check-in because we did that centering exercise at the start and We just want to kind of make sure we're giving ourselves enough time. We're going to let ourselves head over towards that right knee, just head going over. Shoulders drop down towards the waist. Inhale up, exhale, take it the other way. Inhale, bring it back to center. And we're going to come around onto all fours if you're leaving us at this point. Many blessings, crew. If you're staying on for a little bit longer, find your way around onto all fours. And let's cat-cow pose. We've been sitting on our butt for that whole time. So just give everything a wee wriggle. And then inhale, bring the chest forward. And exhale, chin tucks in, mid-spine heads up towards the roof. And back the other way again, so just going slow. One more. We're going to take our knees up to the edge of the mat. Our big toes come in together. We're going to bring our hips back towards our heels. As we do that, thread that right arm underneath your left. Looking along that arm, big deep breath. Take that left arm and reach it up towards the roof if you can. Reach that left arm back up, unravel. Back to center, right arm, sorry, left arm. Changing sides, team. Left arm under that right arm. Bring your head down, looking along. Wander that right hand forward a little bit, team, just to get under that shoulder a bit more. Right arm comes up towards the roof. Bring it all back to center. Stretch those arms away, bring the hips back towards the heels, bring the heart towards the earth. Then lift it up, bring the knees in underneath you. Walk it slowly into plank. So wrists under shoulders. Feet stepped back, nice long spine, team. So crown of the head right down the spine, right up through the heels. And then inhale, lift up through the hips. Keep that hip lift going until it can't get any higher.
Then release the heels, let those heels release towards the floor. Notice your breathing, let your breath really deepen, especially into the back of the ribs. Come forward, bring the left knee down, bring the right foot up into low lunge. And bring the upper body up. Oh, itchy nose. We're going to inhale, bring our arms up. And then sink into the hips if there's some room, but just give yourself that permission to stay straight over that back leg. We're going to bring our arms around behind us. Link the fingers. Roll the shoulders down, take the chin down towards the base of the throat. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Let the arms go down, inhale, bring the arms up. Stretch it out, really feel into that space. We can look up to the thumbs if there's some room. Out go those arms. Reach them around behind, link the fingers, squeeze the shoulder blades together, tuck the chin down. Release the arms, or half split. So pull those hips back, draw the ball of the foot and the toes up, stretch into it. Come forward, wriggle out that right foot. Take it up into down dog again. Feel the difference left to right, especially in the legs. Shoulders might be feeling like they're getting a little bit more open, a little bit more release. Come forward, right knee comes down this time, left foot comes forward. Lift yourself up slow. Find that kind of shape that we want to make. You're going to inhale, bring the arms up. And then find your way forward enough for you. We can take our gaze up, we can keep it quite neutral, just noticing. Reach those arms out wide, slowly round behind us. Link the fingers, squeeze the shoulder blades together, tuck your chin nice and tight to the base of the throat, so the back of the neck. All those muscles can beautiful stretch as those shoulder blades work together and down the spine. Release, lift those arms back up. Noticing your breath, noticing the stretch in the legs, kind of sinking a little further. Reaching around again, link those fingers. Shoulders tucked down, chin tucks down.
Release those hands. Pull back slowly, half split. Ball of the foot lifts. Sink into it. Find that enough point for your body. Bringing it forward, wriggling out that left foot into down dog curl. And this is our half hour mark for those that might feel like, yeah, this is where I need to kind of do my practice. From here, if you're doing that, take yourself down to rest for a few breaths, or hopefully a few minutes, before you head out into the rest of your day. Just coming into that gathering of energy, crew. Those that are staying on, just in down dog, same thing. Bring that energy in. Check out scattered or not scattered. Do we feel more centered? What's going on? Those staying on, we're bringing it forwards. Bring the knees down. Lift the upper body up. Roll the shoulders down. Just kind of check what's going on. We're going to inhale, bring those arms up. And we're going to keep the hands going around behind us. Fingers pointing down towards our lower back. Slightly reverse prayer pose. Also supporting our neck, okay, so we can't go back too far. We're going to lift up through the chest. Some of you, this will be a back bend, others just go really, really carefully, hips forward, lifting up, opening up the front of the chest, big deep breath. Bring it back to center, open these arms back up, let them come down. Bring the hands down, toes out to the edge of the mat. We're coming up into a forward fold, so lifting up, the feet in, the hands in to the feet, let the head drop, let the face relax. We can soften the knees, especially if you know you're tight here, team. So really make sure that we've got enough bend to not be straining those hamstrings. Bring those toes out. We're going to come into a squat. So out enough for you. Come down slow. So find your enough point in the squat. You might need to prop under your butt. You might need to be halfway. If you're comfy, little kind of sway in our squat, just kind of massaging into the hips. Bring the hands down, lift into that forward fold, so we're changing our heels out. We might have come off the mat. Make sure that your surface isn't going to make you slide away. Option here, reaching the arms around behind us, link the fingers, lifting up towards the roof. Bring the hands down,
walk them forward. We're coming into plank. So find that adjustment for your body. Nice strong plank team. So wrists and shoulders lined up, heels pressed back. If we need to bring the knees down, do. Big deep breath here. Feel that strength in your body. Up into down dog. Through those hips. Roll out the shoulders, let the head drop. We're going to bring our right knee forward, starting to come into pigeon pose. So we can bring knees down, we can do what we need to do, but we're going to bring right knee forward, left knee down. Slide that left leg back. Come up into the spine stretch. So hips are coming down. Try not to fall onto that hip. Okay, so we want to bring our hips around so they're parallel with the front of the mat. Really important thing, so lots of people do this, puts lots of strain into those SI joints, so keep it nice and level. Lift up along the spine, bring the chest forward, then lift and look up if we can. If there's too much strain in your lower back, just come forward, so don't overcook it. Come down. Slowly let it stretch out. Again, we don't want to drop onto that right hip. We want to stay nice and even. Come up slow. I'm going to slide that right knee out, come onto all fours, right leg up into tiger's tail. Along the spine we go. We're going to try and land that foot on the back of our head. Then loosen up this left hand. See if you can reach around and find that right foot. Open up that left shoulder, so the front of the chest, we're reaching back. The foot is pulling back behind us, so we're not pulling the foot into our butt. We're actually using the foot to stretch out that left arm. Then sink it back down. Everything a wriggle. A few clunks and clicks here. And then right knee comes forward. Sorry, left knee comes forward this time. Left knee, change sides. Right leg stretches back. Spine stretch number 2 if you're feeling alright. So check in with your body, make sure it feels good. Roll the shoulders down. And again, we're even, so we're not dropping onto that left hip. And we're coming up through the chest. We can look up if we want to. Just check your neck, make sure it feels alright. Come down slow. Around that hip again, not dropping to that left side. Anything. We're lifting up slow. We're going to slide left knee back and onto all fours, and then that left foot comes up. First part of it, just normal tiger's tail. And then right hand fishes around to see if it can find that foot, and lifting it up, that foot pulling into towards the back of the mat, opening up the front of that left shoulder. Down it goes. Alright, knees out to the edge of the mat. Big toes together. Pull back slow. Reach the arms out. Heart towards the floor. Walking our hands in and tucking those toes under, coming into your version of cowherd pose. So we might leave knees down and just stay with the foot stretch, or rock up onto the ball of your foot heels kind of together and find your balance. Again, just drop shoulders, kind of feel into what's going on for your body in this one. We're going to walk our hands forward if we've got some room. Stretch into the spine. And we're going to come down. Now, we're going to do our last sequence laying down. So if you want to put some socks on, especially if you're in the southern hemisphere and, you know, it's been a little chilly, put some socks on. We're going to take ourselves onto our backs. And this sequence takes us through to Shavasana. So if you want to kind of make sure that you've got a blanket close by or anything like that, and do that now. We're going to come down. We're going to bring our knees in. And we're going to take our arms out nice and wide from our shoulders. And we're going to take our feet up towards the roof. Just going slow, pressing the heels away. Long, deep breath. We're going to work some circles with those legs. So just slowly, legs circling. So we're circling it around our lower back, but we're also working into our core muscles. Change direction, go round the other way.
Bring those legs back to center. We're going to bring them down to the floor, soles of the feet together. Knees drop out to the sides. Supta Baddha Konasana, sink into the breath. Notice what your breathing's doing. Then our knees come back together and our feet lift back up towards the roof. We're going to reach our arms up towards our toes. Now I've got an option here, tucking the chin in, lifting the head and the shoulders up into that reach. Check the neck, make sure it feels alright. I'm going to roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. Soles of the feet are going to come together. Down to the floor, knees drop out. Arms are going to go over our head depending on where your dog is on your mat. Then we're going to find our way on an exhale back into that. So we can leave our head on the floor or we can lift it as well. Inhale down. Exhale, release into that Supta Baddha Konasana. Take a breath. When you're ready to exhale, come back up. Inhale, come down. Exhale, release. Nice deep inhale. Exhale up into that one. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, sink into that Supta Baddha Konasana. Inhale. When you're ready to exhale, up we go. One more like that. Inhaling down. Exhaling, releasing. Inhaling. Slow exhale up into that shape. Down we go. This time hands come to rest on the belly as the knees drop out to the side. Notice your breath. We're going to bring our arms out wide from our shoulders, bring our knees back together. Bring the hips up and over to the left side of your mat. Park your bum. Take those knees right, looking along that left arm. Slow it all down, sink into the twist, into the breath. Bring it back to center. So knees come up together, hips come back to center. Then they shift over to the right. Pack your bum over that side of the mat. Bring your knees left. Head rolls right. Just breathing into it, really sinking into the breath.
Bring it back to center. Bring the hips back to center. Pause. Big sigh from Monty. We're going to bring our hips right. Our knees going left again. Surprise your body. You're going to take our left hand to that right knee. So that top knee, draw it in towards the body. And if we can, we're going to slide down to the foot and extend that leg out to the side. If you can't do that, just hold on to the knee or stretch the leg out. It doesn't have to touch. In fact, we don't want it to touch the floor. We want to stay in line with our hip. And we're working our toes up to be in line with our ear. I know, eventually. Just push the heel away. Big deep breath. Bring it back to center. Stack the knees. Take a breath. Knees together, back up to center. Hips back to center. And hips over to the left. Knees go right. And right hand finds that left knee or left foot out to the side, that foot goes. Long deep breaths. Slowly stack those knees back up. Bring it back to center. Bring the hips back to center. Arms alongside the body. Take your thumbs in underneath your glutes a little bit. Feet head up towards the roof. Push away with those heels. Drop the toes back towards you. Find your breath. Feet come down. Find the shape that you want to make for Shavasana. So you might be traditional Shavasana with your legs stretched down long along the mat. Might be Supta Baddha Konasana, so soles of the feet together, knees dropped out to the side. Arms can be alongside the body, palm facing up, or hands on the puko. We want to feel that sense of gathering that energy right around us in this beautiful kind of cocoon. We've talked about gathering it back from maybe the places that we've scattered it to. Now we really want to bring it in, and if there's a sankalpa, if there was a sankalpa that you thought of at the start, or if you're borrowing Ram Dass's I am loving awareness, and bring that to mind. And as you breathe in, breathe that resolve in, that mantra in, and then exhale it out into the world. When we inhale it this time, imagining it suffusing every cell in your body, vibrating to that. And then breathing it out into the world. Next, inhale, bring it into your bones. Feel your bones vibrating with it. The next exhale, bring it into your heart. Feel your heart pumping it out to the very edges of your body. And exhale. Start to come to rest, start to let the parts of your body touching the floor really grow heavy. We're resting in our Sankalpa, we're resting in our intention, our resolve, or maybe just our resolve is rest, team. Make it that. And just soften into it. Let your breath soften, find rest just for a few minutes. Over the next few breaths, we're going to bring our awareness to the breath. And just count your way through 8 slow breaths. No force. If you lose count, don't worry. Just gather that real awareness of your breath as we start to come back. Or, if you've got the time to move into meditation, let's turn the sound down, move into that space. One more slow, deep breath there. We're going to reach our arms up towards the roof. Wander your feet in if they're not already there. Reach your arms over your head unless your puppy dog is right there. We're going to turn onto our left side. Come slowly up to seated. Unless you're wanting, in which case, stay right where you are. Bless them. And so we're just going to sit, we're going to feel that sense of gathering again in towards ourselves. Think of that surrounding you, that beautiful energy that you've created, that we're all sharing. And we're going to take our arms up, we're going to inhale up into that beautiful energy, gather some of it in, bring it into your heart space. And from there, team, thank you so much for joining us in the lounge, in the dining room of my little whare. Many blessings, and take good care of yourselves. Thanks, Monty.